talking about health information management, it's pull, the hardware and the software together. And in between, we find a way to see how we can tease out the data captured. So you have the information technology, you have the health information management. When they meet, the intersection gives us the health informatics. Now it has become a field on its own. You have to go and specialize in it for you to make meaning to the data that comes to you. So you have the health information technologies, which is just the tools that we use. The computers, the hardware, the software, the networking, the programming, the scans, and what have you. And we have the health information management, which is the systems, the records, the recording, documentations, the policies, guidelines, and administration and other things that is there. And as I've told you, health informatics is the application of technological tools and the information systems in the healthcare settings. So it's now a discipline on its own where, the information that is derived or is generated out of the two coming together, you help to make meaning out of it. As we go on, we'll see some of the things that the health of informatics will help us to do. So when we are talking about health information management, it has a lot to do with health informatics. There's a field of science focused on inventing method in computational techniques and the novel technologies for collecting, processing, and analyzing clinical documentation. Most of you who've sat in my training those days, data is not data until it's documented, until it is recorded for storage. So it is out of this storage that health informatics will collect what is stored, analyze it, and come out with results. Then we talk about the data can come from various sources. So with health information management, we are interested in the sources. The electronic health records of the patient, the test results, that is the labs, the CT scan, MRI, X-rays, and what have you. Then health informatics is where medicine meets computing. So the software engineering comes here to play. And they work with health professionals, the programmers, and even the computer engineering. They all come together so that as they design whatever tool they'll be using, they should have in mind what to come out with, the results that will be coming out, how it will be useful to the health professional, and how it will be useful to the patient. Because the health information, the medical person will have to get that data to take informed decision to help the patient. So health information management is part of health information. The concept is playing a vital role in facilitating healthcare service and improving patient outcome. So our work also supports patient outcome. Patient outcomes in the sense that if we don't help the medical team or the clinical team to get the data at the right time, our patients will not get the right treatment or will get a late treatment. But with care delivery, healthcare delivery, time is of very essence. The best part of health information management. So it allows patient service managers, quality monitoring professionals, and stakeholders to securely share patient information. Because the thing is digitally captured, getting data about patients becomes very easy. Kolebu can call for the patient transferred from Komfanoche or patient transferred from Reach or Tamale Teaching Hospital very, very easily. Now they are not transferring patients with the folder following them. And together with health informatics, health information technology professionals in their effort to streamline data management in the healthcare industry. That's the beauty of it. And this is where LIMS has come to help. But I'm not going to talk about the challenges there. Let's look at the beauty and the help that LIMS is providing for us. The place of the health information professionals. Please, this is where we come in forcefully and we come in to help. We work with the health records, the records that we gather at the medical records unit. And in our records, we have the clinical. We even go ahead and quote. I believe you know about the ICD-10 coding, the epidemiological reports, the financial reports that we use to build clients for claim refund, personal, demographic data, reference data, what have you. So this is where we come in strongly and we help the clinical people and the technological people. To be more precise, the work of HMI professionals covers the following. We collect data, we validate, we store medical records. That one we have that is our primary responsibility. We collect, we validate, we store the records. We go on to analyze the information and generate more insights. If there be anything that needs any quick intervention from our decks, we report and the necessary action is given. So we use the information we collect to help make predictions, create reports, and enable analytics. And that is us. So if we are not doing that, or you are hearing me, you cannot find yourself here, then be checking something. We ensure information accessibility. Like I mentioned, please, this is where we make the information we've collected. Yes, it's for the facility. It's in our office. But where it is needed, we need to push it there. Is it the summary one that is generated at the end of the month, or the transactional one about the patient? This we need to make accessible to the stakeholders who will need it. And these are our core mandates that we need to do. Health data versus health information. Today, let's go to the grassroots. The health data is the raw data, like the figures we collect, the age, the vitals, and other things. And the health information is after this thing has been analyzed. So a small one I picked is, at the emergency ward, a lady appeared at the age of 25. The time, very important, the BP was taken. So we've entered this. The information, the health information about this patient is the full report. That is a 20-year-old woman, Amasewa, came with a blood pressure of 100/60. And we say this is the health information. So the whole report that is summed up of the patient, that is the health information. With this, let's look at the healthcare information management. And we have these 10 basic things: the accuracy, the accessibility, the comprehensiveness, the consistency, currency, definition, granularity, precision, relevance, and timeliness. Because this is the presentation, I've expanded, we can cover all these areas as of modern days. But strictly or in a summarized mode, we will be talking about the completeness, the accuracy, and the timeliness. But yes, here we have relevance, we have precision, we have definition, and consistency. Let's take them one by one. As for accuracy, we don't have to be struggling about this. It is everything about the patient as presented. It is about what the patient tells you that you put down. But sometimes you need to do some extra probing. Oh, gentlemen, may I plead with you? Don't be writing on the screen, I plead with you. I believe you are professionals. In the classroom, you can do that. But here, let's show our professionalism. We talk about accuracy, and we are talking about you picking whatever it is from the patient. But sometimes you need to probe. Like the age, some of the elderly people, you ask the age, and they will give you some age that, if you put it down, you'll be not showing your professionalism there. So you probe. You probe so that you get quality. Accessibility. So accessibility here is making the data available to others. But let's be careful about the legal rights. The authorization. Every level has the type of data that will be made available to you. So as health information manager, you need to be careful who you give information to. Let's be careful that the person we are pushing the information to has a right of information, has a right to have that information. Comprehensiveness. It should be very, very exhaustive. It should have everything about the patient or what has been done to the patient. Consistency, please. This is another very important area. At any time T, they are calling for the data and they are cross-checking with the patient. We should be having the same thing. We should be having the same thing. What has been captured and what is given out must be the same. So they say the value and meaning of the patient should be the same across all levels. Currency. The health information professional should keep the health records up to date. Please, there is no room to leave some fields out. If it is on your desk for you to fill, please capture everything before you push to the next level. During registration, please make sure we capture everything. And this is where our role becomes very important, because there are some indicators that the clinicians will need to take certain decisions. Then they will need some demographics, the age, the gender, to help them take certain decisions for the client. So the currency should be up to date. Definition. They say we should use the standard terminology of the medical codes. So if it's hypertension, please hypertension. It's not HBT. It's not what you think, all codes are put there. Please let it be the right code or the full medical condition. Definition. Granularity. The granularity is the information should be broken down into whenever needed, each having its meaningful value. So this is where we'll be talking about the team. But this is where the team will have to meet and agree that some portion of the information is packaged for a particular department, is packaged for another level of care. And we see this mostly in the specialized zones, maybe the cancer section, the oncology. So they know that, yes, this information should be put together maybe for the next time of appearance of that patient. It's very, very key. And let's watch out. Those of you in the tertiary institutions. Precision and accuracy are almost the same, but all that we are saying is that information should be complete in the information system for healthcare management use. We talk about relevance. Yes. The data you are capturing, can we make sure that it is relevant for the information? The information, a lot will be said to you during registration. Please, can we take our time and pick the most relevant ones? Only relevant information. The data collected should be purposeful, clinically meaningful, and align with the organizational goals. So this is very, very important. Let's look at the information. Most hospitals now are providing specialized care. So with this specialized care, can we get close to the specialists and identify the needed information. The ophthalmologists, the ENT specialists, they have their key data elements that must be given to you so that you can also computerize them and collect data for them. Timeliness. This one, I don't want to talk about it. If your data is not on the right time, please, it will not be useful. And you are wasting everybody's time. Good. How healthcare information system improve patient care. Now we are talking about the system. We finished with the health information management, but you need a system to drive it. And we say this system helps in detecting trends and tendencies. The first chart we saw, it is about health technology meeting health information management. So when they come together, the intersection is health informatics. The health informatics will generate the clinical outcomes. And with this, we say, having done that, it helps in detecting trends and tendencies. What are the diseases of public health importance? What are the diseases, affecting community members? What are the common diseases among the youth, among women, So it helps in detecting trends. It increases efficiency because we are capturing them digitally. And with this information, believe you me, it's quickly transferred to the next level. When the vitals are taken and the patient is moving to the consulting room, a click of the button will give the clinicians everything about the patient sitting there. And if it's correctly captured with other information, prompt care can be given. Very, very efficient. 2, promoting collaboration. So, as explained, if we are still using folders and the paper things, the information that we're talking about that it will be shared easily cannot happen. But because it's digital information and aided by information system, healthcare professionals have easy access to share the information, to capture more knowledge from other people. And here we are talking about telemedicine. They can send the information across and they will get results immediately. Insight and analytic. So now the specialists or the clinicians have more information. And with this, taking good decision for the patient becomes very easy. Sometimes with the information captured, the patient doesn't need to be in front of the clinicians or the specialists. But because the previous clinicians has done a good job capturing everything, the specialists or the next place of care have more insights to give better care. Drivers of healthcare delivery. We say healthcare is fundamentally a human experience. People interacting with people. The patient interacting with the information decks. The patient interacting with the nurses. The patient interacting with the doctor in the consulting room. So in all these interactions, the information is documented. The information is documented. Then the next move comes in. A highly engaged workforce collaborates more effectively to drive better health outcomes. Yes, during the interaction, like we said, it's human experience. At any time T, the workforce collaborates with each other. For instance, a patient is referred to the lab. There is interaction there, but that one is minimal. It is the result of the lab technicians that is captured, which gets to the physician.
It wasn't done with the visit too. I left and
So this is where we also come in, because we are also part of the driving the information, sending the information to the next level. And in all this, we say when employees thrive, they know what to do. They know how to push to the next level. The entire system functions the best. So having finished with what happens with health information management, how it moves and everything, let's look at the team building. Let's look at the team building strategies. Because without team building, believe you me, our HMI would suffer. A small group of individuals with complementary skills, diverse backgrounds, and experts who have learned to work together towards a common purpose, goal, or aim, for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. I highlighted mutually accountable because if it is not there, then we all speculate. Oh, General Secretary will do it. Oh, President will do it. This person will do it. And nothing happens. But here you are, you'll be called on to account for your deeds or misdeeds. You'll be called upon to account for your shortcoming. They hold themselves mutually accountable. That is the spirit of a teamwork. Let's go on. Let's look at some of the definitions. A team is a group of people who are interdependent, information, resources, knowledge, and skills. Right? The next person says, oh, a team normally have members with complementary, skills to generate synergy through a coordinated effort, which allows each to maximize their strength and minimize their weakness. So that strength is there. You know your strength. You maximize it. And for the weakness, we try to minimize it. And the last one, a team is defined as a group of people who perform interdependent tasks to work towards accomplishing a common mission or objectives. So for the team we are building, it is not just for fun. It is not just for team building sake, but it is for the accomplishment of a common purpose or a common mission. And the mission is improving health outcomes or better care delivery. The benefit of a team. One, it broadens the management, the engagements with and commitment to improve patient outcome. Please, the watchword here is patient outcome. Once we are improving the patient outcome, we are doing something good for the entire community. Those conditions we are seeing will be reduced, and the whole country will have a very good health care. We share the workload and harness the strength of individuals in the team. Then there will be division of labor and assignment of roles and responsibility. Yes, having mentioned assignment of roles and responsibility, let's consider this. Team building is key. There is no organization, they will say there is no team. Of course, some organizations say they thrive without teams. But if you go into it, you will see that within the silos, there's a team working. It may not be working across, but within the silos, it works. And that is why I say things to consider. We have horizontal team building and we have a vertical team building. The horizontal one works across processes and subsystems, across all the departments. So you have the clinicians, you have the pharmacy, you have the stocks, you have the accounts, you have medical records, and all the units around. So we build, that is the horizontal one, where they put maybe heads of units together or heads of departments together. And we have the vertical ones, where within a particular department, because we are working towards the patient outcome, there is a system or there is a team, organizing such a thing to happen. Not all stakeholders need to be team members, but you definitely need to find a way to get their inputs and keep them updated. We are talking about health outcomes. Please, much as everybody cannot be on the team, the others who are not on the team, once they are part of the system, let's keep them informed of what is happening. People support what they help to build. So once the team is there and you at least bring them once in a while to the meeting and they're also discussing for better care, then this is very, very important. So these are the type of teams I've mentioned. Vertical one and horizontal one. So this is what I'm referring to. The process of team building. Let's identify the need for a team building. So that is why the previous slide, we say, let's come together and jojo. Let's identify the need. Oh, at the end of the month, you struggle to put your reports together. And it's because one department is lagging behind on other things. So when the team meets, or when management meets, they will see that, no, can we form a team to do ABC? So the need for the team, once it's established, we continue to define the objective and set of skills that will be needed. With that, we consider the team role. What will be their role? Are they the overall champions. They are going around doing everything. Let's define their role. Having defined their roles that they'll be playing, let's quickly develop their skills. Let's have a meeting. Let's have some training for them. Then let us set their rules, how they are going to operate, the strategies that they will be adopting. And in doing so, please identify individuals' strengths. Whether it is horizontal or vertical, let's identify individual strengths. Who is committed? Who can do A? Who can do B? Let's identify their strengths. Then we monitor the system. We don't form a team and leave them on their own. Let's put a lens above them so that we'll see if they are delivering as expected. If they are meeting the objective, we need to monitor the system performance. Effective approach to team building. Yes, team building is a very important. So the first one is having set achievable goals. When we put the teams together, let's set achievable goals. And the goals, when we set, shouldn't be permanent. Let's take our time, they'll be reviewed maybe after every month or every 3 months or whatever. Let's set achievable goal. Let's define roles and responsibilities clearly. So having put the team together, please now team member A, this is your role. Team member B, this is your role. Let's put everything there, the roles and responsibilities of each member. Then let us enhance problem-solving skills. And this is where the training tool will come in. The training will come in. How to identify problems. How to identify problems. Let's try to get them. Let's help them. I mean, the skill of but why, the 5 whys, the fishbone, let's help them to identify problems and how to solve it. Let's schedule regular meeting. If you put a team together and we don't know when they should be meeting, or they even don't know when they should be meeting, then it is like, putting a car on the road without a driver. And let us develop interpersonal relations. In team, that is where we talk. We share ideas. That is where, for all you know, maybe they are even tired and they have to meet 2 o'clock. If they are not careful, they will step on toes. So develop interpersonal relations. If we can do these 5 things effectively, our teams will function. Help them to set goals, define their roles and responsibility, enhance their problem-solving skills, schedule regular meetings with them, and let's develop interpersonal relations. In talking about this, let's just have a quick look at the Health Information Management System, HMIS. And with this, I say a good example that most of us are using is the LIMS, an electronic health record used by Ministry of Health for managing patient data and NHI's claims. This is Ghana's public health system. This is the primary patient management software. And I must mention that there are other private-owned softwares. There are others there, but I'm using this one because now it is nationwide. And I believe more than 70–80% of you are using LIMS. So that is why I'm bringing it here. And I'm bringing it here at the point of teamwork. People, without teamwork, things will be a flop. Without teamwork, things will be a flop. So let's picture how LIMS came about, how we were called upon into training. A few of us came together and, they were supporting each other. The health information officers and the IT officers were the champions who go into various departments to assist them to get things going. Patients get to the next level and they say, no, go back to your last visit. We can't find your thing on the computer. Come and do that, come and do that. But now that we have corrected all this, believe you me, it is about the teamwork that was functioning at the facility level. Those of you who don't have teams around this, then I don't know how you are functioning. There is another team, not for LIMS, but came up strongly some time ago, the data quality audit team. I did some work some time ago, about 2–3 years ago. It wasn't working. I don't know if they have been revived. Now I'm in the house, so I don't know. But these are basic things that I know are functioning at your level through HIMS. You have the validation teams at the district and the regional level, even at the hospital level. So teamwork is very crucial in our work, and it is all gauged towards the health care delivery. In conclusion, I want to say team building can foster organizational work in removing the daily pressures and distractions. However, a great teams require a lot of skills and the presence of mind. So if training is not frequently organized, if our skills are not regularly sharpened, if we don't have the mind that we are working for the patient, then that organization or that hospital is not functioning. Team members must know their respective roles and duties. And finally, we must encourage communication and interaction among team members to build a team to achieve better health outcomes. For this afternoon, it is about better health outcomes, and it is how we are using things to drive health information management for a better outcome. If we can put some of these things into practice, then our patients will always be coming to our end for better care. Thank you. And I want to end here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ivan, for the great presentation. Thank you very much for sharing. And thank you very much for the enlightenment, most particularly the order in which you flew. We are very much grateful for your time and for the insights. If there is one thing that I have learned here, one key thing is that in our various places of work, we need to place the client at the center. And whatever that we do, we need to ensure that the client is the one that all of us are focusing. And so whether we like it or not, we need to work as teams, because at the end of the day, the client is the beneficiary. And that we don't just form teams and allow them to work. We need to create the conscious effort of making sure that they have the right set of skills and they are monitored or supervised to deliver on their mandate. And in the conclusion, he also touched on communication. Communication is a life wire of every establishment. And so for the team to function and function well, they need to understand communication and communicate among themselves and ensure that everyone understands his or her role and is willing to work with that team spirit to achieve that. So thank you very much, Mr. Ivan. On this note, I'll open the floor. If you have any question, any contribution, any suggestion, kindly put up your hand and we'll give you the opportunity to speak. Or better still, you can drop your question in the chat box and Mr. Ivan will be more than glad to respond to that. I want to also inform you that the registration link is placed on the comment section. And so you can proceed to do your registration as we discuss the questions. So the floor is opened. Yes, so from Mr. Al-Hassan, thank you so much, boss. Your insights have truly opened our eyes.
Right.
Thank you very much for the commendation, Mr. Al-Hassan. The floor is opened. If you have any question, any comment, any contribution, kindly put up your hand or drop your suggestion or question in the chat box. The floor is still open.
Have I succeeded in confusing you, or have done a good delivery?
Oh, no, I think it's a good delivery, because if you look at the comment section, everybody is applauding the presentation. So I don't think it's a confusion.
All right.
Yeah, once we are getting comments and feedbacks, it means that they have actually listened to it and they understand. That is why those applause are coming. Yes, so in law, Ms. Abraham, you kindly unmute and proceed.
Hello.
Yes, you are loud and clear, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon to us all, and good afternoon to the presenter. It was a nice one. But I want to find out something. In building a team, there are some factors or characteristics that you look at in your team members, and then you bring them together to work.
Yeah.
What are you find out now is that people now look at their qualifications. Even if you are not able to perform, if you don't have the skills to perform as a leader of the team, or to perform at a particular function, because they have that qualification certificate, they want to be put there. And if the team leader doesn't do that, then the person tends to sabotage the work of the team. So in such situations, how do we handle it? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Abraham. And so since we don't have any other hand, I will call on Mr. Evan to proceed to answer whilst we others come forth. So my
Okay.
boss, yeah.
All right. Abraham, thank you very much for that question. That is why we say, in fact, this is a serious thing. We say identify individual strengths. We didn't put a qualification there. Identify the strength of the person. Sometimes you may be tempted to put qualification there. And somebody with maybe MSc, but has very little work experience. If you put such a person there, believe you me, the delivery will be very minimal. So look out for strength, the strength of the person to deliver that role you want him or her to perform. Unless you are convinced that the person you are taking with the highest qualification can be quickly trained to perform that role. Otherwise, you start with those you know they have the strength. Not only you, but other team members, they agree that this person will be of great help. So let's use it. Yes. The side where you say the person will sabotage the team, please, we are working with rules and regulations. The regulation is there. You are to come at 8 so that you start work quickly and all this. And because you say, because you are not on the team, I will sabotage the team. And you are holding the key to the office, where the IT room, so you play all the, no. I mean, management should deal with that person. Management will deal with that person. So here, team building is about the strengths and what the person is bringing on board, but not qualification. I hope I've answered. If somebody can add something, that'll be fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, boss. I think you nail it right on the head. And sometimes those are some of the challenges. And so teams are formed. And using Ghana Health Service, for example, and the belief is that everybody understands team dynamics. And so, I mean, you are put into the team and you're expected to perform. So one way of curing such issues or such challenges is to ensure that once a team is formed, their capacity is built on how teams work and they understand all the dynamics and their rules are clearly spelled out. That is number one. That is very, very critical. I mean, we know the days where, I mean, the health information is not happy. He closes DIMS and then move away. The
I think you
director
said
will
it.
call. Yes, so that is part of the sabotage that you are talking about. But as the presenter taught all of us, at the end of the day, who is going to suffer if you are sabotaging the system? You see, at the end of the day, it's the patient who is going to suffer. And the patient is innocent in all this. And so the capacity is very, very important. And also ensuring that we ourselves, we upgrade ourselves, right? We upgrade ourselves, we build our capacity. Let's go to school. Let's make sure we specialize so that at the end of the day, we have the right set of certificates and then skills to fill in the gap so that no one is brought somewhere because the person have higher certificate to come and head health information department or unit, which we have had reports that is creating troubles or problems in some health facilities. So one way is that let's also equip ourselves with the right sets of certificates and skills to ensure that we are filling in the gap. So thank you very much, boss. We have two hands up. Mr. Boating Abraham. My boss, not
Thank
original
you,
governor.
thank
Kindly
you,
proceed.
thank you, OS. In fact, I was coming in to add up because the question my brother asked, sometimes you may be competent in a certain area, but if you don't have the necessary certificate, someone will come and take you out of there. So sometimes it's not only knowing how to do things, but you should be with the appropriate certificate. So in your statement, when you were ending, you were able to what? Hammer that place. If not, the way the world is going, yes, I sometimes with experience being on the job for a long time and learning on the job, it's important. But if you don't have the certificate, so the question my brother asked, sometimes we should also consider, no matter how experienced you are in the system, if you don't have the requisite and required certificate to be there, someone will come and take you away and push you away. So we shouldn't just make it like, yes, competence is very important, but you must have the necessary certificate that will complement your competence to hold a position or to take that field of experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Governor Abraham, for the input. We are grateful, sir. Mr. Ephraim.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, kindly proceed, sir.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, boss Ivan. This is a wonderful presentation, and we may have a little to probably ask or expand on this phenomena. Like, so my interest or my question has to do with when is it appropriate to reshuffle, change, or as it were, even suspend a member from a team? Is it appropriate to do so when you probably recognize or realize that such individual is not actually playing his or her role on the team? Do you think there's a timeline or a period of time for which you can consider to either suspend, change, or reshuffle such a team? Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. And Mr. Ivan.
All right. Thank you. That is a good question. The process of team building, in line, we have monitor system performance. So if we realize that they are not performing well, you do your analysis and realize A, B, or A is not pulling. So that is affecting the whole system performance. Quickly, team building, they are staff. They are staff. They are collecting their salaries. No problem. All that we need them to do is to help us to get the system working so that patients will come and go quickly. And we've seen that there's food dragging somewhere. Quickly, please, you reshuffle immediately. Management has to reshuffle and replace. What if somebody is going on transfer or is going on leave? They have to make provisions and bring on board people who are really committed to work. So as for reshuffle, the moment one arm of the team is down, quickly they have to bring it up. You see that the hands were all on each other. The hands are all there. So if one person is down, is kneeling down, what do? You bring somebody who bring the arm up so that you continue working. So thank you for your question, but that is how it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. Yes.
I just want to add a follow-up question to this for boss to respond to.
Okay.
In a scenario where the inefficiency of, in quote, of the single member does not have effect on the output of the team, is it necessary to do that reshuffle rather than allow the team to complete the assignment given them with the timeline? Thank you, sir.
Can I come in?
Yes, boss. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yes. James, the thing is, we've monitored the system and the system is going down. But if the system is not going down and even that person is still there, it's a demotivating person that will affect the performance of the system. Oh, Mr. Titi is not coming. You don't say anything. You know, he comes to work late. You don't do anything about it. And the next time Mr. B will take off, Auntie C will also go down, and it will affect the team's performance. So once we've identified one person who is not pulling his or her weight, please let's replace that person as soon as possible. Otherwise, you know, it will affect the team performance. I hope I'm not.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm grateful. That's a good response. I'm grateful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Madam Mary Lamptey.
Yes, please. So mine too is a follow-up to this one. So in a situation where you've seen that one is falling short and you've reported to management for management to take a critical decision and they are failing to do that, what do you do? Because I'm facing such problems, such situation in my facility. A very tough one. And management is not doing anything about it. And it's affecting us. It's affecting my work as a health information officer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can see, and I mean, one could feel the passion with which you ask the question. That is something that is really affecting you. My boss, Ivan, kindly proceed.
Yeah, Mary, thank you very much. When it happens that way, where the management is not taking action, it becomes frustrating. Then seriously, they also don't take the facility at heart. Because if one arm is down, the synergy will not be there. So it's unfortunate. But I think what you should be doing is that please, let it reflect in your reports, put everything out so that one day when something happens and they are coming back, you have your evidence to show. Don't stop there. Please keep on talking about it. It's very, very frustrating. The people who put you together, who should be monitoring and be calling the shots when they are not doing anything, I can see it. But unfortunately, that is how far you can go. But I believe you keep on knocking on their door. They will listen to you one day.
Thank you.
May I add something small to what boss has just said?
Yeah.
Yes. So in such a scenario, whoever is facing the challenge to explain to the appointing authority the effect of whatever the person is not doing or is doing that is against the potential outcome of the team. They should understand. For all you know, they don't understand the potential effect. So that should be highlighted in your report to them, so that they know. As boss said, if they don't take any action, you have exonerated yourself. So that part, I think, it should be important. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And yes, though it is something that is affecting the work, but don't let it worry you so much. If not, you will develop hypertension and the system will keep running and you'll be somewhere. That's how it is. Just highlight it in your reports. I mean, let management be aware of it and life goes on. Thank you very much for bringing that up. Before I take the other hands, I want to acknowledge the presence of my boss, Mr. Kenati RHIU for Ashanti region. And he's also adding his voice to congratulate our presenter for today. He says, great delivery, senior. Thanks for always availing yourself for GHIMA activities. And so thank you very much, Mr. Ken, for joining today's call. Can we hear from Ataya?
Yes, thank you, boss. I just want to thank our boss for the powerful presentation. Yes, I want to ask this question. A situation whereby a facility and a particular unit or office where 4 staff have equal qualification with the experience, but one is made as the head of the department. What would be the advice to the facility head so that it will, in terms of teamwork and that kind of collaboration, what would be the advice so that there will not be any conflict as in terms of discharging duties? That is my question. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Then let's take the second hand so that boss will respond to that. Galaxy type A7, right? Who is using Galaxy type A7? Please kindly identify yourself and then you can proceed with your question.
Hello, please, Senior Adams, this is Esther Kabanji.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes,
all right,
please. Yes, I don't know whether mine is a suggestion or is even a question. I will first want to touch on, I think, the third question that came before Mary's question. Someone came before Mary's question, but I've forgotten.
Yeah.
The person spoke about a situation where somebody is having qualification and another one is competence. My question or my problem with that is the person with the qualification trainable? Was the person trained? Were they given different, the same level of training? And that person with the qualification, is the person having the same level of experience or exposure? So if the person is having, and the person is fully qualified, why can't we train all of them together? My understanding of teamwork is that it comes to complement where there are deficiencies in other aspects, where you will not be able to deliver. I should be able to fill that gap. I don't know. I may stand to be corrected. And where you cannot perform, I should be able to also come in there. And if that is done, I don't think there should be a problem. And then teamwork does not mean that we have equal competencies. It does not mean that we can all achieve 100% targets, but we are there to support one another to be able to get the goal or the job assigned to us done and done properly. And then to touch on Sister Mary's issue, have you verbally warned the person and the person continue to do that? If that is done, put it into writing, query the person, have your personal file. Whatever that is happening, you document it. When you query, you forward. Ghana Health Service, we have channels of reporting. If we report verbally and nobody is taking action, write it so that you will be covered in case of anything. You query the person, give the person timeline to respond. After responding, you file it and keep a copy. And I think the person will change, or management will find means and ways of resolving the problem. Sometimes it's not that they don't want to resolve the issue, but they are also, their hands are tied up. And this kind of system we are working in, they may want to come in, but there are so many obstacles they are also facing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, I mean, if everybody understands teamwork the way you just explain it, there will not be any problem. But the challenge that we face is that, I mean, everyone wants to be a leader, especially when they feel that they have been in the system for so long. And some people have just come, and because they are holding higher certificates, they are making them unit heads or department heads or leaders of the team than them. And so that is where the problem sets in. But let's answer the other question. So my boss, Ivan, you can come in now.
Okay, thank you very much. I think, like you rightly mentioned from the last point, we say we are looking for strength. Okay, we are looking for strength. So where you have the strength, you can deliver, but there is somebody of higher qualification. And somebody will say, is it trainable? Yes, he's trainable. He can be given some few hours training, he can pick it. Your job is gone. They'll give it to another person. So let's develop ourselves. Let's develop ourselves. The aspect of equal qualification, but one person will be chosen. You know how in the civil service, you all have the same qualification, but the person who started work first is senior to all of you. That is how they look at it. You all attended KVAS, you did your health information management course, BSc, you graduated the same day. But when they gave the appointments, you all were appointed 2000. Mr. A came in April. Mr. B came in May. Even May, 1st May, 31st May, and the last person came in June. The one who reported first in April 1st will be the senior most. But when you are all signing, you will sign, senior statistician. You all sign that. But on the records, that person will be the senior. So that is how it's done. The other way of addressing it, the HR can call all of you. I mean, I know the nurses, they do it a lot. You are all PNOs who should be the nurse manager. And amongst them, they can pick one person. So another way to address it amicably, is for you, the four, to pick that this person will be our leader. So that is how, this can be addressed. But if management has given it to somebody, then it should be based on what I explained. Civil service rules. The person who came first is the most senior. That is the underlying fact. Unless, management is favoring somebody, so they decide to give it to the person who came in June. This one, I mean, union can even come in to correct it. That, hey, you can't do this. But for peace to settle, you can allow things to go and let's flow. But for a very good HR practice, all the team, all of you should be brought together for amicably settlement of this issue. So, I mean, basically, that's that. The one mention again, you went back to Mary's issue. Please, as for that thing, like my colleague, the moderator said, Mary, the advice is that, document things. Let's put it down. Don't kill yourself. If it's not doing and it's not affecting your work, but if it's affecting your work, exactly how it's affecting your work, put it out. Submit. If they are not doing anything about it, please, one day they can call you that your work is not going on well. It will be done. I don't know if I've touched on everything.
Sure.
Jacob.
Sure.
Yes. Yours is about advice and other things. So that is that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Is there any other outstanding issue? So that we'll draw curtains to a close. Okay.
OS, check chat box, OS.
Yes,
Chat.
yes,
People are asking.
yes. I've checked in the chat box. I think the one from iPhone is the issue that has just been addressed, and so I think we've addressed most of the issues in the chat box. Most of them are commendations to the presenter. Okay. So thank you very much, Mr. Ivan. We are most grateful. As a father, you are always available anytime we knock on your door. And when it even inconveniences you, you always prioritize GHIMA. And so we are very much grateful for that particular support. The Almighty God will bless you and keep you healthy and strong always so that we can continue to tap on your wisdom. Thank you very much. So on this note, I will call on the president to give not closing remarks, but some comments on the proceedings for today, because we know we'll be closing the day after tomorrow. So Mr. Honorable Delale Ahido, if you can hear me, the floor is open for you to make your remarks for the day. Mr. President.
Yes.
Okay. You are audible now, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much for. Can I be heard?
Yes, yes, I can hear you from my side.
Okay. So it has been about 2.5 hour program, discussions, and then a presentation on health information management or health information system. And so the first thing I saw was the Venn diagram that looked at health information management at one side, health technology at another side, and then health informatics. And I also had a model which is teamwork that we need so much for the success of our practice as health information management practitioners. I also heard about qualification and holding of leadership on the team, how to go about formation of the team, the criteria or elements or requirements to follow gradually to form effective team. So as team building approach, you don't just get up and put yourself together. No, there is a criteria we follow. So with all these things coupled with the other areas of health information, that is features of the health information, where we look at the relevance and the timeliness and other features. And I think all these things put together, if we have paid attention, then I want to believe that this time we have spent on this particular presentation to serve the purpose of being together on this program. And so I want to believe the purpose for the day has been achieved. And I want to urge everyone, we shouldn't be just hearers, but we should go and put all that we have heard, all the knowledge we have acquired, put it into practice for the purposes, not for any of us, but for the very patients for which reason we have been employed. And once we have it at the back of our mind that we are working not for ourselves and not for only Mother Ghana, but for the patients who are Ghanaians, for which reason we wake up every day, prepare and go to work, then we will be doing good to ourselves, the profession, the patients, and the Mother Ghana. On this note, I want to say we have done very, very well. I want to appreciate everybody, the facilitator, the organizers, everybody on board, the house, the complete program. I am very happy and I want to appreciate everybody, all those who contributed to the success for the day. I appreciate everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Dalali, and thank you for your leadership. And so the registration link is still in the chat box. Please do well to register because it contains a request for all the details that are required to ensure that you are accredited with the right CPD points for this particular training. Tomorrow is another day where we will be bringing you another exciting presentations on routine data quality improvement strategies. And so do make time to join us tomorrow, same time from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and we'll all learn together. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for all the contributions. And may the good Lord keep you, give all of us good health so that tomorrow we shall meet again. Thank you very much and have a good evening. The meeting has come to an end. Thank you and goodbye to everyone.
Thank you too. Thank you for having us. Thank you
too.
again.